Stop saying I can't afford it and start saying how can I afford it. What is good, guys? Welcome back to another video. My name is Justin and you guys are here with JustInkD. So I've had a lot of you guys reach out to me and ask me, what do I do for a living and how I'm able to afford such amazing tattoos? Well, in today's video, I'm going to be as transparent as I can with you guys without giving too much personal information on how I've been able to afford over $23,000 in tattoos and at the age of 26 years old. But most importantly, I'm going to share with you my tips and my tricks on how I'm able to save up for these tattoos and so that you can do the same and get the best possible tattoo as well. So I hope you guys like this video. If you guys are new to the channel, I do want to welcome you. In this channel, we pretty much talk about all things that are tattoo related, my experience, opinions on certain topics, but most importantly, guys, my journey towards getting my tattoos and working towards an awesome bodysuit. Now, I also got some great news. I have booked another appointment with Brandon. If you guys are new, he has been killing my leg sleeve so far. Absolutely amazing artist. And the next tattoo we have booked is going to be on the upper thigh and is going to be the biggest one yet. Don't want to miss that or any other future content. So go subscribe, join the community. But let's get to today's video, guys. Let's go. Like I've said, I've had a lot of you guys reach out to me and ask me, what do I do for a living and how I'm able to afford such amazing tattoos? Now, I'm not going to beat around the bush. I'm going to tell you guys right away what my job is and what, how I'm able to kind of afford all these. Now, I work 3 jobs. I work my ass off. I have my main job, which is the 40-hour week. I have a side job, and then I have kind of my passion job, which is YouTube. Now, my main job is I work for Toronto Transit Commission, which is the TTC. It's the subway kind of transit system that my city offers. And in this position, you know, I am a janitor. There's nothing special, but either way, it's still 40 hours a week, 5 days a week. And, you know, I make a decent amount for my age group and I live pretty comfortably. Now, the next job I do is my side job, and that is usually working with my dad, doing kind of construction, renovation, side projects, or any kind of miscellaneous things. He does pay me for the jobs that he does. He believes that business is business. I make about, I make some decent money. I work about 4 to 10 hours a week. And then my passion job is obviously YouTube. I have finally been able to monetize my YouTube channel. So now I'm able to bring in some money, not only from Google AdSense, but also from sponsors. And everything I make from the YouTube channel now, I put back into me and get more tattoos with it. But I'm going to get more into depth on how to save and, you know, go about saving from just having kind of one main job and maybe a side job, because I know a lot of people out here don't have a YouTube channel that brings in money for them. So I'm going to tell you my tips and tricks later on how I save for them without kind of having that money and that Google and sponsorship in place like you guys probably don't have. Now, I do not want to flex, and this video is not meant to flex, and my previous videos aren't meant to flex. I will admit I have pushed the price on you guys before in other videos, like my first video, which was a $1,750 tattoo, and then my $8,000 sleeve done in 3 weeks, and then finally, you know, my $18,000 like journey bodysuit. I have pushed price on you, I'm not gonna lie, but I do this because I want to prove to you guys that you do pay for what you get with tattoos. Now, you do pay for quality, and usually artists know what they're worth, so they will charge appropriately. I know it may come off like I'm trying to flex or show off my money. That is not the fact or the reason at all. It is just, again, show you guys what it means and what it costs to get top quality work like I have. Now, I know there's gonna be a lot of people out there that say, Justin, man, I can get the same tattoo that you have for a lot cheaper where I live. And maybe you are right, but there are a lot of factors that you gotta take into play when you take the consideration of pricing for a tattoo of top quality like mine and like others out there. And that is location and the minimum wage or the average salary that people make in your state, city, or country. So I was talking to one of my followers and he was showing me a tattoo that he's currently getting in the Czech Republic. His artist is absolutely amazing. I follow this guy. His work is incredible. And when he told me the average rate for his daily rate was $450, I was shocked. I was thinking, man, that is crazy, because the usually daily rate for where I live in Toronto, Canada, anywhere from $1,500 all the way up to $3,000 a day. And, you know, that's quite a big difference. But then he told me what the hourly minimum wage was in the terms of Czech Republic, and that was $4 an hour. And that is substantially a lot lower than the minimum wage that we make in Toronto, Canada, which is $14.50. So when you kind of start averaging the numbers of, you know, maybe $2,000 to $14.50 or $4.50 to $4, it kind of averages out and it kind of comes to the same price. There are a bunch of factors that come into play. So I would say that, yeah, you can maybe get some places cheaper, but usually it kind of averages out in the end. So now I'm going to get into how I save for my tattoos. Now, like I just mentioned, where you live plays a big role in all this in saving. Now, I live in Toronto, Canada, and the living expenses and the cost for housing and all that are through the roof. We are almost hitting like, New York, San Francisco kind of numbers. The average condo price for 1 bedroom is about, pre-construction is about $500,000. The average cost for a single house is about $1 million, and living expenses and just living costs are through the roof. So I am not afraid to say when I say this, or ashamed to say this, that I still live with my parents. You may laugh and you may even think I'm stupid because you're now looking and saying, wow, this guy spent almost $23,000, he's 26 years old, on tattoos. And yeah, I agree with you, you can't think that. But I will get into some other things now where I'm going to talk about as well. Like, I am very frugal with what I spend my money on. I am very aware of what I spend my money on. Obviously, I still have some main monthly bills like my phone bill, my car insurance, my Spotify, all those little things, and then also go for like dinners, little activities with my girlfriend here and there. But for the most part, I am very good with how I spend my money, and I'm gonna get into what I don't spend my money on now, and what you guys should watch out for too if you guys really want to try to save as much as possible. Going out, bars, clubs, or just going out in general, I like to kind of stay home. I like to do my own thing, or if I do go out, it's just friends for like a coffee, so it's a simple thing kind of thing. I'm a very low-key, basic kind of guy. I do not go out for extravagant dinners. I do not, buy alcohol. I don't drink. I don't smoke. So I save a lot of money on that compared to what other people spend. And then also, I don't buy designer brand names like Louis Vuitton, Gucci. And then finally, clothing as well. Clothing can be a big one for some people. I like to keep it basic. And I also want to tell you guys about the shirt that I am wearing. If you guys are looking into clothing, which is more, subtle, basic, but also of high quality and inexpensive, and that is JustInkD AM. Great quality company. I have so many shirts from them. I have a couple tank tops and sweaters from them as well. So my wardrobe is just filled with them. They are top quality. Their shirts are 60% cotton, 40% polyester. So they are really kind of silky smooth, but they also look great because they look like they're tailored to you. I'll throw on a couple shirts for you guys now to kind of see the colors they have. They have 12 different colors. I have a 10% off code, so it helps in also bringing the price down a bit more and to save up for your next tattoo as well. If you guys are looking into getting some new clothing that, again, is inexpensive and of high quality. So guys, this is purple. This is one of my favorite colors. I will mention that they are having a sale for 3 for $45. You can get any of the tank tops or basic T-lines, which are my favorites. Now I'm gonna throw in a couple more colors and you can finally be a decision maker on what color you like the best. And we got this color, which is also great. It's a very nice vibrant color if you like kind of those vibrant colors. And then finally, we're just going to throw on a new color, which is a nice kind of light gray. These all fit very nicely to you. They feel like they're tailored. Again, they're very soft, but I just want to let you guys know that, this is available for you if you guys want to check it out. It'll be linked in the description. I also want to let you guys know that if you guys do spend your money on anything that I just listed above, that is totally fine. I know a lot of people out there like to go out, like to go to extravagant dinners, like to have designer brand names and all that. And that is totally fine. That is you. That's your hard-earned money that you want to spend it on. Go ahead. But for me, I feel like that's kind of a waste of money in terms of what my end goal is of getting tattoos. So I decide to save my money and put it towards tattoos more than those other things. You kind of got to sacrifice a bit if you want top quality tattoos, and you don't want to break the bank at the same time and still be able to save up for them. And the best way to go about this is if you do have a tattoo planned in say 6 months and you know that it is planned and booked, start trying to see what your monthly income is and try to budget it to where you are not taking out say 50% of your income. Maybe take out about maybe 5 to 10% of your monthly check and put it towards your tattoo if this is how you want to save. I do this now too. I take a small amount. I take about 7% of my monthly check and I just save up, knowing, and I kind of do the calculations to know how much I need to save up in say 6 months, 8 months when I get that next tattoo. So that is one way I go about it. The other way I also go about it too is called the envelope method. And this one I really found works very well for me, at least. It's all about saving cash money. And this is great if you kind of want to pay for your tattoo in cash and not have to go to the bank and take out that lump sum of money. You kind of just have it already with you and you can just go to the tattoo and drop it and your bank account has never been touched. There's no deduction. Now, how I go about and how I do this envelope method is I save up all the cash that I can. If I have cash from either Christmas, birthday, I maybe sell some stuff on the side that I don't use anymore around the house, or I'm doing a side job and I make cash money, I put it in this envelope. And when you put this money in this envelope, you don't touch it. That's the one thing with this. Well, you kind of do. I'm going to get into that right now. People will have cash in that envelope and they will be kind of tempted to maybe take a 20 out here and there. What you do next is this kind of goal setting method, and that is I usually set my goal to around $1,000, or you guys can do maybe something a little lower to start off, maybe $200-300. And once you hit that $200-300 mark, or that $1,000 like I do, I wrap it around in an elastic and I write $1,000 on it, and then I put it into another envelope, and that envelope now does not get touched. But what this does is it now motivates you to get that other envelope back up to say the $200-300 that you originally had. and that other $1,000 just kind of just sits there and doesn't get touched because you know, and it kind of has that $1,000 or that $200 wrapped around it. You just go into your head mentally and you get kind of this goal setting method done. But this is what I do for my tattoos, and it works great. I was able to pay for my whole sleeve almost $8 grand in cash because I did this method. I just kept on going. Every $1,000 I would wrap it, put it in the next envelope, and I just continue to save up again until I hit that 1,000 and then repeated it. Trust me, it works, and I definitely recommend you guys should do this trick. Those are all the methods that I used to save up for a tattoo. Now, I'm going to tell you guys now how to save for the tattoo, and they are pretty much the same methods as me. But also at the same time, I got to mention that, again, my situation is different for many other people out there. Again, I live with my parents. I don't got to spend money on rent. I don't got to spend money on groceries. A lot of other people don't have that kind of situation. They have to spend money on rent. They have to spend money on groceries and other things, medical and all that. But it's all about planning and then also sacrificing as well. I know a lot of people out there like to buy the new iPhone or buy something new when they don't really need it, or that, that new clothing. You can take that money that you were going to spend on an iPhone maybe and put it towards a tattoo. The way I like to look at it is tattoos are always going to be around. They're permanent. You can enjoy them for the rest of your life. Where that iPhone, yeah, you'll enjoy it for maybe 2-3 years, but then it's going to become obsolete and you're going to need a new one. Maybe take that money or make some of the money that you're going to spend on something else and put it towards that, and put it towards the tattoo savings. Again, also maybe if you want to do the same thing I do, is take maybe a certain percentage, plan it out, and take a certain percentage of your monthly or weekly checks and put it into another bank account. The method I really recommend you guys do is the envelope method. Again, this method works great and I definitely live by it. I think it's one of the best reasons, and the only reason why I'm able to afford such amazing tattoos is because I just plan ahead and I kind of set those goals in terms of saving, taking it out, and then resaving again, and then doing the same thing over and over until you have the money for the tattoo, and you'll end up having more usually. Now, this video is not meant for me to show off the amount of money that I make, or about the amount of money that I spend. It is meant to like kind of motivate you guys and for you guys to see that, yeah, again, top quality work costs a lot of money, but also I want to motivate you guys to kind of and get you guys on the right kind of mental mind track in terms of saving up, so you guys can get the best possible work you can afford and get. You don't have to get that $5,000 sleeve, that $10,000 sleeve. Just get something that is the best possible quality work that you can get. I'm going to leave you with a quote right now, and that is, stop saying I can't afford it and start saying how can I afford it. Once you get this mentality in your mind, you no longer kind of think I can't get something. You kind of start thinking how can I get it? And that's what I start to do, and it definitely changes your outlook on things. But let me know in the comments, guys, how you guys save up for tattoos. Maybe any tips and tricks that you guys use that maybe I can implement into my kind of savings techniques, or anybody else out there can do it the same. But do that for me. I will really appreciate it. Go ahead and subscribe so you don't miss any other future content. Again, I have that tattoo with Brandon coming up soon. You don't want to miss it. And then finally, give this video a big thumbs up if you feel like you got some knowledge. I just want to say thank you guys so much for watching like usual. Till next time, Justin out.